Wish this thing would start already. I'm quite certain the delay is Bubba's fault. Another tune, sure thing.
It is not my fault, Avery. Bello's the one taking his sweet time. What? Oh crap, I gotta get back there.
Friends, there we go. Let me turn my mic on. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Cheers to you. It's almost Friday. Today we are going to work on making an AI song. I've done a bunch of these already. Ooh, lost my headphones. I've done a bunch of these already. If you want to, go check them out at some point. Actually, you can even find them on YouTube. I publish them, so they're actually properly published, and you can find them anywhere. Look for Bello and Bubba, Bello ampersand Bubba, and you'll find them. We're gonna do. So I'm gonna write a brand new song. So let me give you a little background real quick. But my thing is, I'm a creative person. I love doing creating Bello Bear comics. I do graphics and marketing for my living until I can get Bello Bear to blow up as big and he'll make me some money. But the other thing I love to do is write poetry, lyrics, songs, that kind of stuff. So with the magic of AI, and this is the other side of it, I love writing. I make good songs as far as lyrics and stuff, but I am not a musician. I played the piano for about 3 weeks when I was a kid, and then my piano teacher took off. So I never learned enough to be a musician. But with the magic of AI, I can take my lyrics and we can use Suno, which is the tool I use, the AI tool to make music, and we can give it the lyrics and tell it what kind of song we want to make, and off we go. So we're going to start from scratch. It's kind of a new thing I'm doing. I haven't done one as far as live, but I'm thinking let's just dive right in. If you're watching, don't be shy. Say hello. I don't bite. I like chatting with you guys. But yeah, we'll dive right in. Let me grab a cough drop. I've been hacking all day today. That should help a little bit. You might hear it clicking around in my mouth a little bit, but it's better than me coughing in your face. So we'll just dive right in. We're just gonna start writing a song. Come up. So one thing I do is I try to figure out a theme. Obviously I could do something that's personal from my life. But a lot of times I like taking things that are kind of already there that give me a good starting point. And one great thing, if you guys ever want to write songs, movies and music, other music and TV shows, like they'll give you themes and stuff you can start from. And then we'll take that as our starting point. And then we're going to totally twist it upside down and make it our own. And, we're not going to steal anything from somebody else, obviously. So we'll come up with something that... we'll change it up and really make it our own. But we can find a good theme to start with. And one thing I thought of, and this is probably going to show my age, but sorry, just checking something on my phone. It's going to show my age, but one movie that popped into my head to use as a starting point today is Never Ending Story. Do we have any Never Ending Story fans besides me? It's got so much great stuff, like emotionally, coming of age, fighting against depression and nothing and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I also use besides using Suno, which is my AI tool for music, I also use Claude AI for writing. I use this for Bello Bear and for just about everything. And again, keep in mind all these AI things, and a lot of people are scared of AI and like, oh God, no, AI is going to take over. And you know what? Sure, it's possible, but Terminator future is always possible. But the reality is, it's just a tool. It's just like when I started out doing graphic arts, we used to do everything by hand, like drawing and pasting stuff together. As soon as a computer showed up and Adobe made graphics programs, it was a whole new ballgame, because it took some of that base stuff that not everybody could do. Took that out of the way so you could focus on the design and making it pretty and everything. So AI is kind of the same thing. It's just another tool. It helps you, and you can decide how much you want it to help and how much you want to do yourself. But it's really, really nice to use. So anyway, I got into Claude here and I said, okay. So I started thinking about movies, and Never Ending Story came to mind. What if we use that as a starting point? And by the way, this is one thing where AI is amazing. Because it can go through the whole thing and just give you a list. Like I asked it, 2 seconds later, and I had this list in front of me, where if I was doing this myself, I have to go watch the movie. I'd have to take notes. I'd have to start thinking about, oh, I like this, idea for, an emotional story, what have you. Instead, I can ask him. He did it for me in literally a second. Anyway, so, oh, you know what? Let me make sure my music isn't too loud so you guys can't hear me. Speaking of which, by the way, this track I'm playing, it's just a background track I made for some of my work, like for my videos and stuff. And I used Suno to make it. I used a song that I'd previously written, tweaked it, recycled it 5 times, and then took the lyrics out. And this was the track I ended up with. So anyway, this is an example of stuff you can do. So we got Never Ending Story. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And I think I may have chosen one. And you guys can chime in too. Let me know what you think. So Claude says, oh man, I think it's a brilliant starting point. Never Ending Story has so much emotional depth to work with. Let me think about what we could pull from this. Potential angles. So we're going to go with the core themes. I kind of blew this up bigger, so hopefully you guys can actually see this on your screen. I know it gets small on the phone and stuff, but I did blow up the text, so hopefully you can read along. Otherwise, I'm going to just read it out loud too. By the way, if you guys want to say hi, I do have text-to-speech enabled. So if I'm busy looking at the screen at something, don't worry, I'm not going to miss your message because it'll read it out loud for us. How cool is that? All right, so the core themes: fighting against the nothing, despair, emptiness, giving up. The nothing is a great concept. It's, in the movie, it's just this, or the book, I should even say, because this was originally a book, which if you like reading and you want a cool book, it's a really cool book. But it's the emptiness. It's when, we lose everything, and it's literally portrayed by just this blackness and these, rolling dark clouds kind of consuming, and it's pretty creepy looking. So it's a really great concept and something we can do in fighting against the nothing. It's a nice point, and there's a lot of metaphors we can use and stuff. So I think it's a great starting point for writing a song. The only thing that I worry about is I want to write something a little more positive. So it would be more about overcoming the nothing. So I don't know if this is the right angle for us. The next one is the power of imagination, belief to save what's dying. That's good too. I mean, if you don't have an imagination, if you can't, be creative and think outside the box and don't let yourself get bogged down by just the everyday stuff. So that's a good concept. There's some stuff there, and it's leaning more towards the positive, like I was saying. The devastating Artax scene. If you don't know Artax is the horse of one of the heroes in the movie. And sadly, he passes away. He gets swallowed up in a swamp, and it's very sad and very traumatic, but I don't think we're going to go there today. Being called into another world, needed for something bigger. That is a cool concept. That may be a winner. Let me go ahead and I'm going to copy and paste this. So by the way, so this is Claude, like I mentioned, Claude AI. So if you're looking for a good writing tool, I recommend Claude. It does really well with creative writing, where like I've used just about all of them. ChatGPT is okay. Google Gemini, Google's AI, is not good at creative writing. It's great at other stuff, but not creative writing. So anyway, and this is, I just use I'm working on a MacBook. I use Apple stuff, so this is the Notes app in Apple, and really convenient. So I'm gonna do my typing in here of our song, just so you know kind of where we're at. All right, so we're gonna save that one because I like that. I don't know if I want to save the nothing. It's potential is great, but it's so dark. We have to establish so much darkness before we get to the light, and I'm not sure I want to go that arc. So I'm going to skip on that for now. Being called into another world, yeah, that's what we were just looking at. Reading yourself into the story, becoming part of it. That's pretty cool. As far as a song concept, not sure where we go. Trying to think of, sorry, my brain's going here. So, Lose Yourself lyrics popped into my head. So there's something there. I don't know if it's enough of an angle for us to just jump in, and I think we have to really go a long way to get there for that one. So I'm going to skip it for now. Childlike Empress, Fading Without a New Name, a New Belief. Again, if you don't know the story, so basically the kid is reading the book and he has to go into...
Purple Guy B8X says, hello.
What's going on, Purple Guy? How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Let me know if you got any ideas, if something grabs you as I'm reading along. And I love input, and if we can make it work, we can make it work. So we'll try to work on it together. So let me know if anything grabs you. And thank you for saying hello. Don't be shy. Everybody can say hello. I don't bite, and I love chatting. So let's see. Oh yeah, Childlike Empress. I'm not even gonna go very big explaining into it. I don't think it's good enough for our song that we're gonna do today because it's very specific to the movie. Emotional moments that hit, and mind you too, like the one thing I'm using this movie as a starting point. Like, give me emotional ideas to write. At the end of the day, it's gonna have nothing to do with Never-Ending Story, but it just gives us like story starting points. Atreyu refusing to give up. He's the main hero. Refusing to give up even when everything seems lost. That's pretty standard, but that's a good theme. The weight of being the chosen one, but feeling too small. Good, but I feel like, again, I'm trying to do a positive song today. Bastion's journey from scared kid to brave participant. That's pretty cool. That's so funny. Every time I read Bastion too, my full name is Sebastian, and so when I was a kid and I saw this name in the book, I'm like, oh my god, that's almost my name. It's pretty silly, I know. I retire crumbling as hope fades. Again, we're trying to stay positive. Riding Falcor through the clouds after surviving the nothing. That's potential. I like that because so Falcor, again, if you haven't seen the movie, Falcor was a good luck dragon. He's a dragon and he can fly. So Bastion, our kid in the story, that we're basically watching the story through him, he of course survives in the end, and at the end you get to see him flying through the air on this cool dragon. Very cool. So I'm going to save that one because I do like that one. Let's go to notes, going to paste. Let me make this a list instead. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Claude. Let's go back to Claude. Okay, possible song concepts. Fighting the Nothing. Okay, so he's kind of gone through all of those already that we just read through, and these are kind of what he thinks we could do. Fighting the Nothing, about depression, emptiness, trying to consume everything but refusing to let it win. Again, I like it. There's so much negativity though. I'd rather start from we're past the negativity. We're going right up into flying in the clouds. Say My Name, about needing to be believed in, seen, called back to life. Not bad. I've actually done a song kind of being, coming back from just whatever the heck it was that was a bad moment in your life. Swamps of Sadness, I don't want to go there. Into the story, being pulled into something bigger than yourself, being part of a narrative. That's not bad. That's not bad. The idea of, finding something, finding a group, finding friends that you love, that just becoming part of something else, that's always good. But I don't know quite where we start with that as far as the core concept is there, but what group are we going into, or do we find a love that we want to be with? I'm thinking we stick to these two. So the first one was being called into another world, needed for something bigger. Then riding Falcor through the clouds after surviving the nothing. I'm kind of leaning the first one. You know what? Let's just tell Claude we want to do this one and see what he has to say. All right, nice list. What, or let's say kind of meaning. And then I'm just gonna paste that there. I guess I can get rid of the 2 dots. All right. Let's see what he thinks. This is where, AI, again, it's such a great tool because I could do this.
Hey,
and I could
bud,
sit here and
click
think in
the
my head, I
subscribe
like
button
this
or
idea, I
follow
like
or
this
whatever the
concept,
crap
how,
it
where do
is.
we go?
Just press all the
And then
buttons.
sketch, write down
Please.
ideas.
Okay, I love you.
Sketch, because I'm used to, also doing art. But writing down ideas, then I look at those, I refine those. The process is so much faster using an AI like Claude. So he says, yes, that's such a powerful feeling to capture. There's something so compelling about that moment to being summoned when you realize you're not just an observer anymore. You're essential to something larger than yourself. All right, let me map out the emotional journey we could take. Beginning, middle, peak, and resolution. So I've made notes for Claude, by the way. I've written a codex, if you will, so instructions for how I want to write songs and kind of my process. So he kind of already knows which way to go. So there'll be, chapters essentially to the song. And so he's already kind of breaking that down because he knows the song structures I like to do. So beginning, ordinary world, feeling small, disconnected, watching from outside, something calling, pulling a voice or feeling you can't ignore. That's cool. That's a great way to pull us into the song. Resistance, fear, immediate magnetic pull. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and copy. All right. You know what? Before I do that, let me see what his questions are first, and that'll help us revise. Again, always use his, he can pull stuff together so fast. It saves you so much time. So his questions are, is this feeling empowering or overwhelming of both? So let's go, your questions. Empowering. Empowering. Is it a welcome escape or a welcome for sure? Welcome or reluctant heroism? Although reluctant could be cool too. You kind of overcome, break through to get through. I mean, that could be cool. All right, maybe. Not sure. Let's see. Okay, let me change it. Might be either. What's the world? Literal fantasy, a relationship, a purpose, can stay abstract. Jeez, so many questions, Claude. Let's see. Abstract. Abstract can apply to multiple scenarios. Jiminy Christmas. Scenarios. And does it feel like destiny or choice? Let's go choice. All right. Based on that, let's see what our buddy here has to say. Perfect. So we are going for core feeling of empowering. The call could be welcome, escape, or reluctant heroism. Leaves room for interpretation. Exactly. The world is abstract. Fantasy, relationship, purpose, creative calling. Listener projects their own. Exactly. That's 100% what I wanted. The nature. Choice. All right, that's good. Choice. All right, we'll come back to that. Stuff is popping into my head, and I do this. I'll get sidetracked. But let's keep going, because then we won't get sidetracked. This is great because it's both epic and intimate. Someone could hear this and think about finally pursuing their creative dreams, falling into a relationship that changes everything, answering a calling they've been avoiding, stepping into leadership and responsibility, literally escaping into imagination, art, and music. Let's start building. Let's do it. Let me sketch out possible emotional journey in prose. Tell me if this feels right. There's a pull, a voice, something beyond the ordinary calling you. You've been watching, waiting, maybe, and not even knowing you were waiting. But it's here now, undeniable. Hey, you made a typo. That's a first. He made a typo. How cool is that? All right, I'm going to go ahead and copy this over. I think that's a great starting point. All right, here we go. Does this journey feel right? No, this is great. This is great. Awesome. Let's keep moving then. Full thoughts first. Now I'm going to write out the complete idea for each section in prose, just capturing the essence without worrying about structure yet. Yes, correct. There's something calling me from beyond what I can see. I've been living in the ordinary. Let me go ahead and copy this. Let me split my sections here. Oop. Oop. Intro. Give me some space in between so I can. So this is where, after, like again, Claude has really given me a starting point, and this is when I really start interjecting my own stuff. As far as ultimately we're going to get to writing lyrics, but I always write it as a story. It's so much easier to go from a story, just whittle it down. It's almost like you're building a sculpture and you're just refining as you go. Until you get to the ultimate lyrics, which are just like the bare bones essence of what you've been trying to say, and leaving a lot of interpretation. Which that's one of the best things about songs is we can all listen to a song like somebody might write a song about one thing, and you completely take it to a whole nother level or different place because you adapt it to what you're feeling. So that's one thing that's really fun about songwriting too. There's something calling me from beyond what I can see. Yes. I can feel it in the spaces between moments. Ooh, I like what he did there. That's a good thing. We can use that. I've been standing at the edge watching others cross over, but now it's my turn. The call isn't for someone else. It's for me. I can feel the threshold, the doorway opening. Do I stay safe or do I answer? The build, my heart is racing. The action moment. I can see it now. The other side, the possibility. Okay, cool. Stepping through the drop. I am in it now. I crossed over. I'm part of the world. Okay. Bridge, the breath, reflection, maybe instrumental. Everything shifted. I'm not the same. Final build. Pull is stronger now. I am not just in it. I am essential to it. Okay. And I crossed over, I answered, and I'm never going back. Let's see. All right, so I like fundamentally what he's doing here, but let's tweak a few things, I think. Something calling me from beyond. Okay, I like that. We'll have to figure out a metaphor, for what that thing is, what's calling. Watching others cross over. Let's go back. I like overall. Maybe the verse isn't quite right. Quite there. So I'm gonna let him know the verse isn't quite what I'm thinking. So he says, "Good catch." Let me rework the verse. It wasn't terrible, but again, this is where like AI. If you just said, we could probably do it just as a tester. Ask him to take what we've set up there and ask him to write a song. Just for bleeps and giggles. All right, let's get this part out of the way first, and then we'll come back. Once we kind of have an overall structure set up, then let's go back and we're going to say, hey, go ahead and you write a song. And then, because I want to compare it to, you know, what we're doing and how we're refining and tweaking and everything else compared to what he gives us. And this is where I think the AI thing is like such a big deal and where people freak out. Like, you can hit the button and it's going to give you something amazing, perfect. And it's just not the case. It's a tool. You got to remember that. And this is where like people, you know, you say AI and people freak out like, oh my God, this is terrible. It's all slop. And it is if you just, you know, hit the button and expect a miracle. Anyway, I'm getting on the soapbox. Let's keep moving on. Let's see what he's got for our options here. More internal conflict. I've been living half awake, going through the motions. The pull is getting impossible to ignore. Recognition. Something in me recognizes this call. That I like. The invitation becomes real. What started as a whisper is now undeniable. Although that's kind of cool too. Like the first part is just something's kind of on the wind. You hear something. How could it work? Move this over. I just realized I have the camera turned way over and I'm all off the side of the screen. Although I'm liking C because C is more like about free will. Let's see. I'm a terrible typist, by the way. So you're gonna see me make lots of mistakes along the way. I'm liking C. It's got a good feel of choice to it. Hopefully that makes sense. To it, if that makes sense. All right, let's see what we get from that. All right, here we go. Now let's take a look at the full journey with this verse. All right, I do like this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this to my file over here. And then I am gonna go ask my buddy Claude here. I think so. We may shift a little as we move. Shift a little. Terrible. I'm so terrible at typing. It sucks. So I'm an artist. Give me a break, will you? I think so. We may shift a little down the line. Just as an interesting experiment, can you write a song on your own based on this? Then we can compare later. That should be a question mark. All right, so I'm going to ask him to write a song himself, see what he comes up with. There's my version. Can you do it more lyrically? Nope. More lyrically, poetically. All right, let's see what he says. Absolutely. Let me rework this. All right, the calling, he's calling it too. Cool. All right, let me put this here.
Oh, look, someone new joined the live. Hello, person. Why have you not said hello?
All
Say
right,
hello.
So, just to see what happens. We've got what Claude made. So, like, again, my point is here that you can't just magically hit a button and something, insanely amazing pops out. It just doesn't happen. It may be decent. It may be okay, but you're always going to know something is a little off with it. It ain't quite right. It ain't, I just think of whoever your favorite singer is or band or something, and that one song that, just gets you. There's no way that you could hit the button and that's just magically going to pop out. Whether it's writing the lyrics or making the music, what have you. I mean, it's kind of a combination of the two. Anyway, let's go back and... Very cool. Definitely. Oh God, why can't I type? Definitely has always been one of those words that I just always screw up. I definitely like some of what you did. Like some of what you did. All right, let's get back to my version. All right. I'll take our prose thoughts and start making them more abstract, poetic, adding metaphor, imagery, removing literal details. I'll go section by section, and you can redirect as we go. Perfect. Thank you, sir. There's something calling me. All right, so what I'm going to do is the original prose. Okay, so he's going to start kind of breaking it down. So here's what, our original prose that we had. This is our starting point, if you will. And then he's going to start kind of transferring, transformation. He's changing it. I don't know where I was going with that one, but he's going to start changing it into more abstract, more poetic, more lyrical. And then for me, this is kind of when I really start diving in and having, more 2 cents. Another way to look at this, I guess, if you have somebody build you a house, they're going to build you this structure, and you can say, okay, I want, this many rooms, 2-story, 1-story, I need a garage, I need 2-story garage or 2 parking spaces, what have you. They set the thing up, but then you're going to pick the colors you want on there. You're going to pick the siding of the house. You figure out what your garden looks like, etc. And it's a lot like, that's kind of like using AI to build a song. Same kind of idea. So let's start with our options here. Poetic. So I'll read you the original prose. In case you can't read it. I know it's small on the screen, especially if you're on a phone watching this. There's something calling me from beyond what I can see. I've been living in the ordinary, but there's a voice, a pull, a world that's reaching for me. I can feel it in the spaces between the moments. All right, not bad. There's some good stuff in there. I think my favorite part about what he wrote there, the spaces between moments, not the moments. So let's see what he's got. Option 1, atmospheric, abstract, more imagery, and then minimal, direct. Those are our 3 options. So I'm just going to go through them. Something's calling from beyond the surface. A voice in the frequency I can't quite tune. Living in the ordinary, but feeling the pull. A world reaching through the spaces between. I see what he did there. There's a door behind the daylight. A voice threading through the static. I've been walking through the mundane, but something pulling at the edges. I don't know, it's as difficult as a read. I think it's just not working well. Let's see what number 3 was. Minimal, direct. Something's been calling beyond what I can see. I pull from another world, reaching through the in-between. All right, you know what? Let's go. Sometimes I like doing this too. I will take bits and pieces that I like, and then kind of start refining from there. Let's go back. Something's calling from beyond the surface. I don't like the... All right, let's see. Like imagery-wise, this is kind of where we're going with this at point. So something's calling beyond. Something's calling. So we just go. Something's calling. That's kind of boring. Something's calling from beyond the surface. What surface? You know. So this is where we'll start really working and adjusting. The second one is there's a door behind the daylight. I do kind of like that. Let's take that one. I don't think it's quite there, but I like imagery wise, it's given me something. I'm like, okay, you got something there. You know, I can see we can visually start creating something with that. And then let's see our second, a voice. You know what? Let me ask him to break this down. Do you mind adding returns between the sentences, or between the sentences? That'll make it easier to read and pull apart. There you go. Oh, okay. There we go. Now it's much better. So much easier. Something's calling from beyond the surface. I like the second one, so we're going to go with that. The door behind the daylight. There's something there. There's potential there. A voice threading through the static. The second one, okay. Option one, the second line is a voice in the frequency. I can't quite tune. Hey, beyond what I can see. That kind of ties back with our option 2, line 1. So I'm going to go with it for now. Like, we can change all of this. We're just kind of working on getting something put together, right? Line 3, living in the ordinary but feeling the pull. I've been walking through the mundane, a pull from another world. All right, I'm not happy with those. So I'm going to ask him to rework those. Let's see what the last line though. And just so you know too, like the way these are usually set up, it's like, you know, it's 4 lines. It's a four break, and then we tweak to just to get different timings in. But let's see what he's got for the last line. First one, a world reaching through the space between. I do like that. It needs a refinement, but something's pulling at the edges. Reaching through the in-between. Ooh, reaching through the in-between. A world reaching? Oh, no, I like the last one. All right, let's go with that one. Oh, wait. Reaching in between? I already grabbed it? What am I missing? A pull from another world. Oh, I think I was reading line 3. Okay. So next up, sorry, I got sidetracked there. Can you give me some other options for line 3? So let's see what he gives us. Sure, here are more options for the third line in each version. Line 3, alternatives. I've been living half awake. The ordinary's breaking. I can feel the pull. Something's shifting in me. Something's shifting in me. Maybe I'm tuning in closer. Mundane is fading. Option 2, more imagery. There's a door behind the daylight. Yeah, I know that part. So a voice threading through the static. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. I've been moving through the familiar, my feet on solid ground, but my mind wandering, living in the everyday. Living in the everyday. That could work. Let me go back to what we got here. There's a door behind the daylight. Beyond what I can see. Living in the everyday. reaching through the in-between. Wow, okay. I'm digging that. Well, that's actually pretty decent. That's heading in the right direction. All right, I think we got that. All right, here, let me give him. I always do this too. So I take what what I put down, and I give it back to him, so he has, and he can build the next step. I think we got some good stuff. I think we got some good. Oh my god, I suck at typing good stuff. Here's what I put together from your stuff. There we go. Yep, he's just saying how he loves how I mixed elements from different options. Yeah, it seems to work all the time when I use him to do stuff. There's a door behind the daylight, beyond what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching through the in-between. Some of those are really good. I don't even know if we're gonna need to do too much tweaking. This works really well. Yes. Something in me recognizes the call. Like I've been waiting my whole life.
Beverly Georgiotri 222 says, "Hi."
Hey, how are you? What's going on today? Anything exciting? We are working on a new song that we're getting a little help with writing from my buddy AI, my Claude buddy. That's AI, and then we're also going to use Suno, which is the music making part of it. Anyway, right now I'm working on writing the song. And so our first line is just to catch you up. So this is our opening. There's a door, and we're going to tweak this some more, but this is kind of our starting point. There's a door behind the daylight, beyond what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching through the in-between. It's feeling pretty good already. I think we'll tweak it a little bit more, but anyway, that's the opening verse, and now we're moving on to the that was the opening, and now we're going to move on to the verse. Let's see. So
Marlon Alan says, "Hi."
Marlon, how are you? Thanks for joining in. We're working on a song. We're doing the lyrics right now, and then once we get that all dialed in, we're going to go over to AI and my buddy Suno AI and start putting together some music for it. Let's see. All right. Prose. Something in me recognizes this call. Like I've been waiting my whole life without knowing what I was waiting for. The ordinary world suddenly looks different. I was always meant to find this door. It was always meant to find me. Okay, I do like his last two. Yes, I would love to. So I'm gonna just. So what I'm doing is I asked my buddy Claude here. I give him a premise and stuff, setting it up, and then now I'm just refining stuff. So let's go, and I like these two lines. I was always meant to find this door. It was always meant to find me. I do like that. Let's see. All right. I like these two lines. Oops, not two lines. Let's try some more options for the first two. All right, let's see what he's got. I still spell
Howdy,
totally
bud.
instead
Did you
of
like
two.
and sub yet? Come on. It's
The
just
good
a
thing is
couple
he
clicks.
knows what the heck I'm saying 90% of the time, even if I am a terrible speller when I'm typing. These two lines are great closers for the verse. Let me give you some options. Option 1, recognition and awakening. Something in me knows this calling, like I've been waiting without knowing. All right, not bad. I like the like I've been waiting without knowing. I'm gonna grab that one. And then let's see what else he's got for the first line. This feels like something I remember. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. Something's waking up inside of me. The world looks different in this moment. Another option is I've been searching without knowing. Okay, that's pretty good too. Feels a little cliche-ish. I mean, a lot of the stuff is kind of cliche-ish because they're, in a bazillion songs like this, but this is written in my bones now. It's not the right direction. I'm tuning to a frequency. I like the idea that it ties in with, it's music, but it doesn't really tie in with what we're doing. This feels like something I remember. I've been searching with, I think we're gonna go with, I've been searching, or this feels like. All right, so we've got our verse. Let me title these two just so we know what the heck is what. Intro. Verse. And next up, we're going to work on the build. Claude. Oh, whoops. Let me copy this and give it back to him. I always copy what I come up with and let him know what I have, and then he's like, okay, he saves that. So, all right, we are good. Here's what I got. And what was next? The build. By the way, so the way I write these things is, I love all kinds of music, and a lot of times I'll make multiple versions of my songs. I'll do one as EDM stuff, drum and bass. Then I might do like a country version, and then I'll do kind of a I don't know, pop rock version. So good lyrics transform into or transfer into any music. So that's why I like a lot. If you watch, get on social, and you'll see people doing like, I don't know, Eminem as 80s pop song, because it's Eminem's probably not the best example, but you know what I mean. Or I don't know, Metallica. There we go. I think I saw this the other day. Metallica done as a 80s, synth pop song. And the reason it works is because the writing is so darn good. So that's, anyway, my point with all of this was, the way I've set up my writing and the instructions I've given Claude, the way I break it down, is more like a EDM song, where you got a build up and a drop and an outro, intro, that kind of stuff. Because I think that structure flows really well and helps build up the song. It'll still work in any genre. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. All right, verse, beautiful. That's a really strong verse. Nails that song. Ready to? Yes, I am. So he'll kind of give you, a breakdown of what we just did. So his build, my heart is racing. This is the moment. I do like this is the moment. Again, we're going to revise all of this stuff, but it's a good starting point. This is the moment. I'm going to paste it there because I want to move stuff around. I can see it now, the other side, the possibility. It's not just a dream anymore. They need me there. That's interesting. They need me there. Who are they? We haven't really specified what we're getting up to go do. So I don't know if they is the right word there. This is real and I have to choose. Want me to give you more poetic or give you poetic options for this section? No. I can see it now. The other side, the possibility. They need me there. I'm needed. Yeah, I don't like they need me. You know what? Can you just Some more options for the build as a whole. All right, let's see what he's got. There's, we at least possibly got one line out of it. We'll see if we like it or not. Sure, here's some complete build options. My heart is thunder in my chest. Interesting. This is the moment. This is it. Okay, this is more like I'm getting ready to go battle. I can see the other side. Not a dream. Not a dream. Not anymore. Something needs me there. I'm called. I'm needed. I'm called. I'm needed. That kind of feels like it's got potential. And go ahead, just copy paste, and then we'll just keep reworking until we get what we like. Standing at the edge of everything. I don't think we're quite at that. The threshold's burning bright. Yeah. I can feel the world beyond, breaking through the ordinary. Breaking through the ordinary. There's something there. Let me copy that. They're calling out. Again, we're not doing there because we don't know who they are. I'd rather keep it just abstract, and that way if you're listening to the song, you can put your own thoughts and situations and what you're going through into it. That's what some of the best songs are. I'm essential to this. The choice is in my hands. They're calling out for me. Breaking through the ordinary. I don't know. I think the ordinary. That's pretty good. I can see it crystal clear. Everything's accelerating now. No. It is the build, so it kind of makes sense, but the possibility, the other side. Okay, maybe. No longer just imagining. I'm needed in that world. Needed to complete it. This is real. I have to choose. My pulse is racing faster. This is the edge, the turning point. I see beyond the veil now. Yeah, kind of cheesy. It's tangible, it's here. Well, maybe. I'm gonna paste that there, and then let me grab, let's go read the other ones, and then I do like, where'd it go? It's tangible, it's here. That might be the great closing of line for the build. Because it's, we're going to be heading into the drop soon, so that's a great spot to kind of take a breath, and then let's power in. Energy is shifting all around. Oh, at the moment's here. I feel it. Energy is shifting all around. I can see what's calling me. That's not bad either. More than dreams, it's breathing. They need me to cross. I keep saying it's good because he's given me these options, so that way I can continue on with my thought process. I'm the missing piece, and I'm ready to decide. I don't know if I like those. Let's go ahead and put this in here. It's tangible. It's here. Breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. Oops. I'm called. I'm needed. Possibility. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. It's tangible. It's here. All right. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna have to refine. It doesn't rhyme well, etc. I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to get my base set up. Okay, here's what I got. Itchy. This just really gives me, again, a good starting point. We are going to refine like there's no tomorrow. Anybody that's an artist, it's a lot like doing a painting, or if you're a sculptor, it's revising something and changing, and if you're a sculptor and you sculpt with wood, you might just grab another log and start fresh because that one didn't quite work out right. So it's the same thing. Nice, you pulled from multiple options again. Good mix. Okay, this works well. Yes, you got transition. The vision, transformation, present urgency, the reality shift. Cool. Now the pre-drop. Yes, let's do the pre-drop. Make sure I type that in. Pre-drop. Pre-drop, baby. Let's go. It's a pre-drop. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, the pros. I'm stepping through. I'm choosing this. Here I go. I'm stepping through. I'm choosing this. Here I go. What did we end with? It's tangible. It's here. So we can kind of build right off of that, I think, is the way to go. Stepping through. Here we go. You know, let's start. I'm going to just go with here we go. Well, again, it's kind of simple. Here we go. I'm thinking here we go for the first line. I mean, make it a little easier for him to understand. He's usually good at deciphering my terrible typing, but here we go for the first line. Can you give me more options for the rest? Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. All right, here we go. Option 1, here we go. I'm stepping through. I'm crossing over. I choose this world into the story. Ooh. I like into, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Into the story I go. You know, again, we're going to keep changing. We're going to keep working, but I like, here we go. And I think I want a different sentence too. And then a fourth sentence. Here we go. I'm choosing wonder. Oh wait, this is just the drop. Oh duh. It's supposed to be a single line. Single, double, maybe a single or a double line. Here we go. Here we go. Into the story I go. Alright, let's just go with that for now. Here's what I'm thinking for now. All right. All right. Oh, he's taking forever to think. I wonder if my internet is chugging. All right. Okay, I like that. Repetition of go. Yeah, we're probably going to tweak it, but that's my nose. All right, now we're on to the drop. Let me go ahead and type in drop. And let's see what he's got. That works really well as a launch point to the phrase into the story. It ties back beautifully to the never-ending story. Inspiration too. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Now the drop. Drop pros. I'm in it now. I crossed over. I'm part of this world, this story, this moment. I belong here. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. I think that's definitely a key that we want to focus on for the drop. I think that's storytelling wise, that's very much where I wanted to go. This is where I'm meant to be. I chose this and it chose me. All right, nice writing there, bud. Actually got some nice rhyming in. I'm in it now. I crossed over. Part of this world, this story. I belong here, alive in ways I wasn't before. This is where I'm meant to be. I chose this and it chose me. In it now, this world, this moment. Yeah, we kind of already established that we're in it now, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this from the pros. Sometimes, you know, you break it down, and sometimes there's just nothing good there. So I don't mind longer lines either. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. All right. Let me grab this. Let me let him know. I like this as our final line.
So, I don't know what to say here.
What else can we...
Oh,
What
what's
else
your
you
favorite
got
sandwich? Wait, crap.
for
I'm
the
supposed to
first
tell you to like and
three?
follow. So do that now, and then tell me your favorite sandwich.
So I'm gonna ask him to tweak it. This is the beauty of AI and using this as like a writing tool. I mean, I would sit here for hours and days. When I didn't have a computer at all and I would write this stuff by hand, I mean, it would take me a month to write a song sometimes. It's crazy. And it, definitely wouldn't get this good and abstract and without refining. And AI really helps you to do that. It's a tool. So anyway, great. That's a beautiful line. Let's give you more options. Good. Thank you kindly. And what was my line? What was my line again? I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. That's the line I want to build up to. So, I'm in it now. I crossed over. We did that. Part of this world, this story. That's not terrible. Let me copy that until we find something better. This world is breathing around me. There's something there, like it's breathing me in is kind of where I'm leaning with that. The story's running through my veins now. I'm alive in this, crossed into this world. Everything is different now. Part of something bigger. I don't like his intro lines here. The door opened, I'm inside now. Part of something bigger. Part of something bigger is not bad. This world, this moment, mine. The story written in my bones. Yeah, he did that before. Living in the impossible. Yeah, we don't really talk about anything like that in the rest of the song. So, part of something bigger. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and copy part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. Part of something bigger. That makes sense there. All right. Let's go back, and I'm going to let them know. This is so nice because I would sit here and I would write these all down, and I'd come out with every possible cliche I could think of, and line 1 and 2, he'll do it for me, and I can pick, and then I'm going to go back and revise. It's just nice. It's just really nice. Okay, here's what I got for 3 and 4. Still not liking what we have for 1 and 2. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. Hope you guys are getting sick of this song because it's just nice background music. Gives you energy, no lyrics, so I'm gonna focus on these. I just got it on repeat though. Oh look, the puppy's here. Hi buddy. You gonna come up? Come on up, buddy. No? Alright. Alright. Okay. Part of something bigger. Good. So we've got lines 3 and 4. Hi Bear. What you doing? You wanna come say hi? Oh, there he is. You can see her. You can see the little bear. See, look. Oop. What a cutie face you are. You want to help Daddy write some music? No, you're not good at writing music. But you're good at being cute and the stinker that gets in the way. All right. Oh, good girl. She's got I got like steps going up to my desk and a little blanket right here. That's her spot. She gets to hang out. So it's a nice way to work. Whenever you need to, you just reach over and give her a little pat on the head and scritches. Little scritches. Here. There she is. She loves the little head scritches. You are so cute, you little floof. All right, let's get back to it. I got sidetracked. You're sidetracking me, Harley Bear. Yeah. I know you can't have cough drops. All right, let's see. Part of something bigger. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm changed. I don't know. I crossed through. I belong here. I'm in. I'm alive. I'm running through the story. It's real. I'm part of it. It's real. It's real. I'm part of it. Maybe. Here we go. Into the story I go. Sometimes, I'm finally here. Sometimes you just gotta write your own stuff. Like he's just not hitting quite the mark. I'm finally here. Into the story I go. Finally here. A breath around. A breath around. A breath around. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. A breath around, like I'm taking a breath, I'm taking it all in. A breath around. I think we can definitely use that. You know what? Let's just go with I'm finally here. And then again, I'm gonna rework 90% of this stuff. So, okay, here's what I got. Mr. Claude. I want to share that with him, and then we'll work on the next piece. Oh wow, that's really different from what I was offering. I love it. Well, thank you, sir. Yes, I am ready for the bridge. Our prose was minimal. Everything shifted. I am not the same. Ready. We can keep it sparse. So the bridge, you know, it's usually like a transfer from one part to the next of a song. So usually, it's, you know, you tend to go more instrumental and stuff. Yeah, maybe I can just use what we got for the prose and not do a bunch of stuff. Bridge. Let's go to the bridge. What did he have? Everything shifted. I'm not the same. You know, this is even like a lot of times too. This is like where I like throwing in the hook or a piece of the hook. The shift. We can keep it sparse. I like the shift, but it's not quite flowing well. Options. All right, let's see what he gives us. Ready. We can keep it sparse. Good call. The shift feels a bit clunky. Here are some sparse bridge options. Everything's different now. I'm not the same. The world has changed, and so have I. Something's transformed. I'm rewritten now. Transformed. I don't know if I like it, but I'm going to go ahead and write or paste it. Transformed. For me, the bridge is always like, it's kind of like a, I don't know, something small, simple, you know, word or two, but repeated. Maybe you do like a 2-word thing, and then you repeat it twice, and you take one word off, and then, you know, to be like it could be like to be transformed. I don't know if I like that yet, but it could be to be transformed, and then you go, you know, transformed, to be transformed, to be. something like that, you know. Well, heck, let's just go with it. To be transformed. Oops. Transformed. I'm a big fan of copying and pasting because I suck at typing. To be transformed, 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 to be. I don't think that's quite it. It still feels a little weird and clunky, but let's go with it. How about this for now? We'll tweak later. All right, he likes it. The way it builds and strips back down to just to be is beautiful. Almost Shakespearean. And AI likes to kiss your butt, which, who doesn't like their butt, getting a little butt kissing? You know, but though he will call me out on stuff too, or, you know, say this doesn't work. So it's not always butt kissing. He's actually it's a good balance of the two. All right, and then final build. Let me make a note. Final build. All right, this is actually pretty cool. I'm digging where we're going with this one. I wasn't quite sure what our angle was going to be. Speaking of final build time, the pros was the pull is stronger now. I'm not just in it. I'm essential to it. The story needs me, and I need the story. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna keep that. Matter of fact, that is pretty cool. The story needs me, and I need the story. Huh. That may be our final line for that for the final build section. This is the second wave of energy, often building even higher than the first drop. So options are: the pull is stronger now. I'm not just in it. I'm essential. The story needs me, and I need the story. We're woven together. We're woven together. Sorry. I like the way he broke that into 2 lines. And we're woven together. We're woven together. I'm just gonna go we're woven together for now. Again, I'm gonna rewrite 90% of this stuff as we go along, but this gives us structure and a starting point, you know? We're woven together. Can't have one without the other. Let's see what else you got. Maybe I can find a line to use as our first line. More than apart. More than apart's not bad. Woven into one. Inseparable now. Inseparable now. More than apart. More than apart. The story needs me, and I need the story. We're woven together. I like the inseparable, but I'm not sure that really is going to work. I like the build up, like it's just a step longer. Like you can kind of see the way the words are a step longer. I think that'll work well for when you're actually singing this. Let me go ahead and copy, and we'll let our buddy know here. Oops, Hume. That's not the one I want. I want Claude. There he is. All right, I'm thinking. Maybe that's kind of where we're gonna go. As I write too, I start thinking, what's our hook? What's our title gonna be? And I like the idea of things being woven together, you know. Anyway, we'll get back to that. My brain's starting to go though, getting excited. Perfect. That's clean and powerful. Love this. You got the elevation. The mutual need, the union. Perfect. All right, you got it. You got what I was going for. It's direct, emotional, and builds. Last section, outro. Wow, we're already at the outro. We're getting through this pretty good. Outro. What has he got? The prose, the original prose was, I crossed over, I answered, and I'm never going back. This is the resolution, the final statement. Often fades or deconstructs some options. I crossed over, I answered the call, never going back, never going back. I stepped through. I'm here now. Okay, I do like I'm here now. Again, you know, as far as rhyming and sounding good, not necessarily.
Hello, it's
I'm
Avery
more
again.
looking for what the
Did you know we
concept is
post
supposed
comics
to be,
daily?
You know?
Well, now you know. Spread the word.
Oh, look at that! I forgot about those my little voiceover thingies. Where were we? I'm here now. And there's no ordinary left. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return. I kind of like that. There's nothing to return. I don't know. I didn't need to bother copying that. Oh wait, I'm here now. That's my first line for sure. At least I think it is. I'm here now. Oh, I forgot nothing. Nothing. I'm here now. There's nothing to return. Nothing to return. Return. Maybe a little extra outro thing there. All right, let me go back to my buddy here, and I'm gonna let him know. Okay, I like these. Line 1 and 4. Options 4, 2, and 3. Harley Bear, you're cute. Hi, puppy. You're so cute. What a cute little sticker. Oh, you got the stickers from the park. Stupid little sticky. You can't even see them. They're too small, but they stick to her paws and they're really annoying. All right, let's see what he's got. Good. So we've got I'm here now. Blank. There's nothing to return. Got options 2. I crossed the threshold. I made my choice. Okay, that's not bad. I stepped inside. The door is closed. I answered the call. I chose this world. I'm part of it. I'm woven in. I like I'm woven in. I don't know. That could work. I'm here now. I'm woven in. I like that it's starting both lines with I'm. I've claimed my place. I breathed it in, I became it. Okay, I like for 2. Need 3 to tie the 2 together. All right, let's see what he says. We're getting there. Like I said, there's no magic button to make this just boom pop. I'm here now. I'm woven in. I'm part of something bigger. I've become the story. The door is closed behind me. I can't unthread myself. That's interesting. We could add a little bit more of the woven stuff into the earlier parts of the song. I'm not sure I'm going to go that direction necessarily. I've changed forever. I'm not unwinding. I do like that. That sounds pretty cool. That goes well with There's No Return. I'm not unwinding. Let's go with. All right. How are we doing here? Wow, we're almost an hour and a half in. What happens when you're having fun? I do this. I find this really fun. I do enjoy this a lot. Okay. Okay, he does like it too. What do you say? Statement of fact. Okay, cool. How does this feel reading through the whole thing? Any sections you want to refine? I do. This is where we actually start building. So I'm going to read it here on my side. Intro. There's a door behind the daylight, beyond what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching through the in-between. What if we go, I do like, this is actually, some of this is pretty darn good. I do want to tweak it somewhat. And tighten, that's one of the biggest things, is tightening stuff up. I don't mind longer sentences, but I want them sparingly. Like there's a lot of songs where it's like, you're telling a story, especially like, some country stuff, which there's beautiful stuff, but some of it is just like, it's almost like the singer's reading a book. And I know I get a little tired. Like I just want breaks in between where sometimes you just hear a note from the singer or just the way they say a certain word. And it builds with the music. And the more complex you are with long lines, the harder it is to do that. So I like breaking it down a little bit. Reaching through the in-between. Reaching from in between. I like that a little better because it's more personal. I am reaching from in between. There's a door behind the daylight, beyond what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. That feels pretty good. Reaching from between, from in between, from between. Okay, like I said, this is like refining now. Right, little bear, you're so freaking cute, puppy. I love this doggy. She makes me smile and laugh every single day. It's amazing. And she's just being herself, being a little stinker. Right, bud? Oh, okay, let's see. There's a door behind the daylight. I don't know if I kind of want to shorten that. Beyond what I can see. Instead of beyond is just one of those words. Let's go if you go behind. There's a door behind, and we pick up behind again from the first sentence. There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from between, and you know what? I still think in between is better. Reaching from in between. Is that a dash? Reaching from in between? I don't know. We'll figure that out. There's a door behind the daylight. Okay. You know what? I do like that. Let's take a peek and let's see what he thinks. All right. Where did I go? Claude. There we go. All right. Refining time. What do you think? God, I can't type. Of this for the intro. I keep wanting to stare at the screen like I can actually touch type, and I can't. All right, let's see what he thinks. Refining time. What do you think of this for the intro? Nice tweak. Let's compare. Original. There's a door behind the daylight, beyond what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching through the in-between. My version. There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. I like what you did. Changes. I think this flows better. The double behind, yep, see, creates a nice rhythm. Reaching from gives clear directionality to the call. This working for you? Yes. Hello, puppy face. What are you doing? What you doing? Huh? Oh, you need scratches? Oh yeah, scratches right there next to the ears. Good stuff, huh? Mwah! Cutie pie. Go get mommy. See what she's up to. Go get her, bud. Good girl. I love that puppy. All right, let's see what the verse is. The verse. This feels like something I remember. Like I've been waiting without knowing. I was always meant to find this door. It was always meant to find me. Okay, I like bits and pieces. It's clunky. Very clunky. We're not really rhyming much either, so let's see what we can do to tweak that. I'm going to start with lines 3 and 4. A lot of times, you know, any kind of poetry or music or whatever, it's easier to rhyme the last two, or it sounds better rhyming the last two than the first two, or I mean, you can do both, but if you're only doing one or the other, rhyming the last two tends to work a little better. Not sure how the heck we're going to make that work. I was always meant to find this door. God, that's clunky. I was always meant to find this door. I was always meant to. What if I instead of I always meant to find this door. Get rid of the was. Present tense. Because we are going on a journey in the song, so it makes sense, you know. Everything essentially is present tense for us if we're the person going through this. I always meant to find this door. It always went to find me. All right, maybe we need to like I've been waiting without knowing. Like I've been waiting without me. What about we just get rid of knowing? You know what? Let me do one thing here, just in case. I like doing this. Of course, we have the undo button, but I'm going to go ahead and just paste the original down there. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without me. I always meant to find this door. I always meant to find that door. I don't like this. Let's go that door. I always meant to find that door. It was always meant to find me. It just feels clunky. Let's see what we can do. This feels like something I remember. Not sure. Sometimes just pull a complete audible and do something totally different. This feels like something I remember. A door that I opened in September or in December. December is what I meant to say. Let's see. This feels like something I remember. This feels like. All right, I want to change that. It's just kind of long and this feels like something I remember, and just it doesn't flow good, you know. I do like to remember. I feel like I remember. I feel like I remember. That door opened in no, all right, that's kind of weird now. I feel like I should remember. That kind of ties back to our intro as well too, so that could work. I feel like I should remember. Was it a door? No. All right, don't like the second line. We're gonna skip that one. That audible did not work at all. That's all right. You just keep going. Let's see. I feel like I should remember. Like I've been waiting without me. All right.
Don't be shy, bud. Say
see what he
howdy.
thinks.
Come on the count of 3, everyone type
Let's
howdy.
look at the whole
Okay,
thing one more time
1,
here.
2,
I feel like
3.
I should remember.
Howdy.
Like I've been waiting without me. I feel like I should remember. I feel like I should remember. It's kind of hard to say too. So like singing it, it's not gonna be any easier. I feel like I could remember. I feel like I could remember. Like waiting. Like I really want something there that rhymes. I kind of want to rhyme both lines. Like sometimes I'll do the opposite, so I'll rhyme 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4. I'm kind of feeling like maybe they all should rhyme, or it should be a 1 and 2, 3 and 4 kind of thing. For the verse anyway. I feel like I could remember. No, it's just not flowing well. Like I've been waiting without me. I always meant to find that door. It always meant to find me. What if we just change up the lines? Sometimes you gotta get stuck with the order of them, but when you're writing it more abstract like this, a lot of times they'll work, whatever order you go in. So let's try going with it always meant to find me, like I've been waiting, like it's been waiting without me, like it's waiting out.
Yazd Artist says, "What up, Bello?"
Yes, yay! How are you? I'm working away at a song. Basically, I'm writing a song right now. Got most of it done. I'm using my buddy Claude. He's an AI, and he kind of helps me refine and get the idea out. And it's just, it's a long, steady process, but he speeds it up because I used to do this, just by hand, like writing on paper and stuff back in the good old days. And songs would sometimes take me a month, maybe 2 months to put together because I would sit there and rework, and then I go back like, oh, I don't like that part anymore. Let me change. So now I'm doing it with the help of AI, and it goes a lot faster. But I'm stuck on the verse right now. I may come back to it. So anyway, just to give you a quick recap. So I started out with trying to figure out what the heck we're going to write about, and I used a lot of times I like to use movies and stuff, other songs, TV shows, whatever, something to kind of spark an idea. And this time around it was never-ending story, going through a journey.
Yazd Artist says, "Doing well, how are you? That sounds awesome."
I'm doing good, just plugging away. So so use the never-ending story as kind of like an inspiration starting point. And we've kind of got this thing. So if you want, I'll kind of read it to you. Mind you, I'm still working on it, so we'll get more rhyming and stuff and refining. The intro, there's a door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. The verse I'm not happy with. I'm still struggling, but the original idea was...
Yazd Artist says, "That's really cool. You can draw inspiration from that. Love it."
Yeah, you can find inspiration from just about anything. It's just, I don't know, the way I it's kind of I don't know where the heck I learned it from. Probably designing logos and doing graphic arts, where you take an idea and then you keep refining it, change it, and just like narrowing it down, whittling it down. And that's a lot of what I do with this stuff and any artwork for that matter. So anyway, I'm stuck on the verse. The verse for now is this feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door. It always meant to find me. Okay, see, it's just clunky. Like even reading it, it's clunky. And we'll come back to that. The build, the possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. It's tangible. It's here. Doesn't rhyme for crap, but we're refining. Next up is the pre-drop, and it's just here we go. Into the story I go. It's a little too hi-ho, like, rhymey. But again, these are just like starting points. We'll refine. Then the drop goes, a breath around. I'm finally here, part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. The bridge, and then goes to be transformed to be. That's, the bridge is usually kind of an instrumental, so there's minimal dialogue there, or lyrics there. The final build then goes to more than a part. The story needs to be, and I need the story. We're woven together. Outro. I'm here now. I'm woven in. I'm not unwinding. There's nothing to return. Nothing to return. So basically, I'm going in and refining these, making them more, lyrical, more poetic, more rhymey, so they work good as song lyrics. And so I just got through the intro, the first part. So it's a little bit more rhymey and it flows better. And now I'm going through the rest of them to make it more, work better as a song. But you know what we could do, just for bleeps and giggles? I am going to go ahead and delete this. Let's go and, just for the fun of it, we're just going to throw this into a song. Oh wait, let me get these right. Intro. Let me go instrumental. These are all the prompts, cues I'm giving the AI for making music. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take what we got, just see what we got, see how it flows. Sometimes this is really helpful too for me revising stuff.
Yaz Tartist says, for the storyline, maybe can add something like it's now part of me. Just an idea, anything about songwriting.
So I add, this is a part of me. Yeah, that's you're getting exactly where this is going. So if you know what, let me. So what I'm going to do is, I 100% agree with you. So let's keep that in our back pocket. We're definitely going to use that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take our lyrics and what we got here. Whoops, I should grab the whole thing. There we go. And we're going to bring it to Suno, which is the AI I use for making music. And we're just going to paste it in and see what it comes up with. But here, what I can do is I want to go back real quick, give you an idea of how I do this in case you're ever interested in writing any stuff like this. God, we've gone through a lot. That's all stuff that I just did today. So here we were talking about what we're going to start with. That's all. Okay, we started talking about the never-ending story, and then I've kind of trained him how I like to work setting this up. So Claude knows exactly what I want to do. So what we did is, once we figure out the concept, it's the never-ending story, blah 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 blah. It's emotions going like through a journey, getting out the other side. He kind of starts building these things. So I went from basically this to what you just saw. So this is, let me sketch out the possible emotional journey in prose. So the intro verse, there's a pull, a voice. What'd you say? I should read it.
Yaz Tartist says, so crazy all the things you can do with AI. I use it to help me with my content creating. Such a
Yeah.
time saver, and it always has ideas of things I would have never thought of myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a great tool, and everybody freaks out like music. I think that's kind of why I wanted to do this as a live, because it does take a long time. But everybody freaks out like, oh, AI, it's gonna ruin art, and you hit a button and it's gonna make this thing. No, it doesn't. It's just a tool. You still have to put the time and energy and effort into it. Anyway, we'll skip some of this. I don't want to repeat everything that because I'm hopefully gonna make a little mini series out of this from the live streams. But so we went through all of this. He gave me like pros to start with. Then it's thinking it all the way out. Then it's going back and changing some of those with different options. It goes on and on and on, and then we go back and then we start doing the more rhymey stuff like what I showed you. Anyway, this is like everything that I've gone through, and it's been about an hour and 40 minutes or so, maybe close to 2 hours. Anyway, let's get over to Suno. I just want to see. I'm going to pause my music here.
Yaz Tartist says, yes, a lot of people freak out about AI LOL, and yes, exactly what you said, it's just a tool. A mini-series sounds cool, so awesome to see this.
Yeah, so I think this will be, and that's cool for other people, fellow artists. Like if you want to write, or anything, it's you can adapt it to whatever you're trying to do creatively. It's amazing. All right, so what I'm going to do, so I pasted in our lyrics. You know what, just for sake of argument, usually I tell it, give it prompts like, hey, I want this to be a drum and bass song or melodic drum and bass. I use that a lot. Maybe it's like a pop rocky song. But I'm just going to hit the create button, let it do its thing, and we'll see what it comes up with. So I'm using Suno, just so you know, Suno, and I pay for the, you can use the free one and it'll give you some basic stuff, but I pay for it, and you can do a lot more stuff. So, but basically you give it the prompts, you give it the lyrics. You can even have it write lyrics for you. I don't recommend it because you're going to get AI slop, but I put in the, you give it the lyrics, you give it prompts, you can tell it styles. You can tell it to, you can say, hey, I want it to sound kind of like this song. Like you can pick different songs you've done, yada, yada. You can, all kinds of stuff you can do. And then you hit the create button, and then it'll create 2 versions for you. And that's what it's doing right now. So we've got these 2 here, and they're both spinning. So it's thinking about, what it's going to put together. And again, I didn't tell it anything, so I don't know if it's going to make pop songs. It could be country. Who knows? Lots of options. But I think that some of that's part of the fun too. With this is just seeing what it comes up with, because I'm a one-man band, so the thoughts in my head pretty much are always the same. It's hard to break out of what you're used to doing. And that's one thing I love about using this as a tool, especially for writing, using Claude for writing. I'll say the same stuff over and over and over and rhyme the same words over and over again when I'm writing lyrics and poetry, but it comes up with different stuff. All right, here we go. First one's ready. All right, fingers crossed this isn't going to be terrible. It shouldn't be. Our lyrics aren't that great yet, but let's see. All right, we got 2, both of them finished.
There's a door behind the daylight,
All right.
behind what I can see, living in the everyday, yeah, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door. It always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary.
Yaz Tartist says, I like this.
It's not bad. It's not bad right out of the gate.
It's tangible, it's here. we go. Into the story I go. Here we go.
This helps me too, like hearing it. Let me pause it for a second. This helps me too, like hearing it actually sung out loud, like the pre-drop where it's "here we go, into the story I go." It's sounds a little hi ho to to Disney for me. But if I take off the "I go," I actually don't mind "here we go, into the story." That's actually a really nice bridge. So sometimes it's really helpful just to hear it actually sung out loud. I'm just going to make a note there for that. But anyways, just so it helps me kind of
Hey,
refine the
did you
lyrics
click
too.
the sub follow
Oh
button
yeah,
thingy?
check it out.
Really? Come on, bud. It's just a click. Okay, maybe 2. Whatever. Just do it, bud.
I made that so I don't have to remember to tell people to like and subscribe. And there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of different ones. Let me know what you think of that.
Yaz Tartist says, yes, that sounds good.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, if you want, I can show you how to make one of those too. It's a bit of a process, but
Yaz Tartist says, lol, love it.
cool. Very cool. All right, let's keep going. This is pretty cool. I don't mind it.
I go a breath around. I'm finally here. Part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. To be
All right, that totally does not work.
Yaz Tartist says, oh yes, this is fire.
The story needs
It's not bad. Not bad.
and I need the story. We're woven together. I'm here now. Ooh, I'm woven in. Ooh, I'm not unwinding. Ooh, there's nothing to return. Nothing to return. Nothing to return!
What?
Nothing to return!
I kind of like Nothing to Return. That was pretty cool. Let me go back for a second. That little
There's a doorbell. Nothing to return. Nothing to return! Nothing to return!
Yaz Tartist says, I like how it speeds up and slows down. That was a nice pace.
Me too. That's very cool. That's very cool. All right, now I'm gonna make a note. As I'm doing this, I'm making notes too of stuff I hear. I'm like, okay. I think like in the final build, more than a part, the story needs me and I need the story. We're woven free. I forgot what the original line there was, but I think we're woven free works a little better. Plus it rhymes with me. But Nothing to Return. Holy crap. I think that might be our hook. Nothing to Return. Maybe I'm going to play with this one real quick because that just inspired me. Nothing to return to. No, let's go back to nothing to return and then return. I don't know. We'll play with that some more, but I like that hook. That could be really cool. And we'll work that back into the rest of the song if we end up really liking that. Let's see what the second version was. Oh, piano. All right.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door, it always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment, it's tangible, it's here, here we go. Into the story I go. A breath around, I'm finally here, part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. To be transformed, to be more than a part. The story needs me,
Oops. Let's try that.
and I need the story. We're woven together. I'm here now. I'm woven in. I'm not unwinding. There's nothing to return. Nothing to return.
This one's not bad either. I think I like the first one a little better.
Return.
All right, not bad, not bad. Bum, bum. All right, I already did some tweaks to our lyrics, so I'm gonna paste those in there. Those are pretty decent, I gotta say. Let me go. I do have some style prompts preset here of stuff that I do. Let's do this one. Do a day-to-day drum machine, guitar picking. Okay. This one is kind of, usually I get,
Yaz Tartist says, yes, I like the first one better too.
yeah, it was definitely better. You know what we could do? One cool thing too is you can do like a cover, like you pick one, and then you tell it, I want to do a cover of this one, and it'll keep the same essence of the song. So you can do some really fun stuff. I'm going to do some completely different now. I've got another prompt that I use for a new song that I did, or a couple songs that I did, but one's actually coming out tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. But I'm gonna try. We'll see how this comes out. It's more of a, I don't know, 80s pop rock guitar atmospheric thing with a hint of country to it. So I'm going to try that, give it that prompt, and we'll see how this comes out. And I also did, like I said, I already did some lyric tweaks. that I think will work a little better. But it's so much fun to just to see something like that come alive, you know. When I spent, like, we'll call it 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours writing that song so far. Um, but to actually get to hear it as a song is so much fun. That's, and not being a musician, that was one of the things that always drove me nuts. When I would write poetry and songs when I was younger, I never got to hear them as an actual song. So it's really fun. It's such a fun tool. I was talking to another guy yesterday on TC. He writes a lot of country stuff, and really really good stuff. And so we were kind of like sharing songs back and forth. But he's loving this tool just to be able to hear his songs. Actually, he's because of using this tool, another singer, she found his stuff and was like, "Dude, I love this song. I want to do this song." So he actually got a song published. with the singer.
Artist says that is cool.
It's really cool. All right, are you ready? We're gonna dive into the next one. I don't know what we're getting. Sometimes you get crazy stuff, but we'll see. All right, here we go.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door, it always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment, it's tangible. Here we go.
I need to change a few of those lines.
Into the story. The breath around.
Artist says, oh, I like this duet too.
Me too. Me too.
Bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return. Return. More than a part, the story needs me, and I need the story.
All right, let's pause there. That's it's okay. I definitely like the first one we did. That's my favorite so far. Let's see the second version.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing.
Artist says, yes, I like the first one best, still too kind of has that electronica feel to it.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Let's see. It was this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. So you can remix, edit, and I'm gonna do cover. I'm gonna keep current. Let's get rid of that. So this is just gonna be the original. I can get rid of that. See, advanced options, style influence. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Which one of us do you love the most?
weirdness
It's me,
factor to
right?
about
Oh,
65.
you do
So
love
it'll
me.
Start
You really
just
love
kind
me.
of doing some interesting stuff. Audio influence, we'll go moderate. This is basically keeping kind of the same structure. Actually, no, let me take that down because I did change some of the lyrics. I've noticed if I do it too high on that one, it'll force like the old lyrics. But let's see. I'm going to hit create and let's see what we get. This is so much fun. So much fun. It's amazing how fast too. I mean, you literally wait, a minute or two, and you got a brand new song. It's really crazy. And just for bleeps and giggles, we could, tell it, hey, give me a heavy metal song. See what it comes up with. Sometimes it's funny. You know what? Let's just do that for sake of argument. Let's go heavy metal. Heavy metal. We'll do a combo. Heavy metal EDM. Guitar solo. Oops, not solo. Solo. Style influence. Go 100%. So while the other ones are going, I'm going to just create a couple more, and we'll just see, just for the heck of it. So let's see. It'll take us a minute before it finishes. I do this on the iPad too. Like, go to bed and we've got cartoons or whatever, just something chill in the background, and we're both on our devices. And I'll sit there and I'll play with a song, and just literally hours will pass by. I'm like, oh crap, it's 2:00. I gotta go to bed, or I gotta go to sleep, because I'll just sit there and I'll keep playing with the songs and tweaking, and it's really fun. It's a really fun creative tool. All right, let's see. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to play our first one just a little bit, just as a reminder of what we had.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door, it always meant to find.
Oh wait.
The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. It's tangible, it's here we go.
I don't think that was the right one, was it? I think I accidentally selected the wrong one. Let me go back here. Hide disliked. Filter.
There's every day, yeah, reaching from in between. The possibility.
Okay, it was that one. Darn it. That's another thing that happens too. Once you start doing a bazillion of these, it's like, which one is which, and which was good, which was bad. Let me hit the filters again. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do it one more time, actually. Well, just for fun and games, let's listen to the heavy metal inspired stuff. At least I think this was it.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
Okay, this is not heavy metal.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without no.
All right, these are just covers from the one that I accidentally did, which wasn't the original one we did. So, all right. No big deal. That's why I've got a ginormous credits pack that I get with this thing, so I can do about 6 billion versions of the song.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, yeah. Reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door. It always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. It's tangible. It's here. Here we go. Into the story I go. Here we go. Into the story I go. A breath around. I'm finally here. Part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before.
All right, not bad. I really like the bass line on that. That synth bass is really cool. Let's try. Yeah, all right, you know what? I'm going to wrap this up here in just a minute, but let's try. I want to do just for funds styles. I don't know why I didn't do the heavy metal one. Heavy metal guitar solo. EDM. We'll do a little cross. Let's remove the cover. All right. There we go. Now I'm making two more, so I'm gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. But we'll take a quick peek at those other two that we just did to see how those sound, if it's any better, and then we'll take a peek at the heavy metal versions, just for funs, see if it's any good.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door. It always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment. It's tangible. Here we go. Into the story. The breath around. I'm finally here. Part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return. We turn more than a part. The story needs me, and I need the story to be woven free.
All right, not bad. It's getting there. So this, you know what? This really helps me refine lyrics too. Like hearing them sung out loud, you can just tell. Okay, to get in weird spots and actual words. Just maybe you need a couple more words in a spot because it just ends too soon. So it really helps me refine too. All right, let's see. Just for funsies, I don't know what we're gonna get. Let's see what the metal version of this song is. It's a combination of metal. I said metal, guitar solo, and EDM. Who knows? Still very atmospheric.
Yazd Artist says this is fun.
It's fun, huh? I love doing this. Wonder what kind of singer we're gonna get. Male, female?
There's a door behind the daylight.
All right.
Behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door, it always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment, it's tangible here we go into the story. The breath around, I'm finally part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return.
Heck, that could have probably cut off right there at the end of our turn. I think that's it's 3.5 minutes. That's good long, good length for a song. All right, let's see what the other one's got.
Hi, bud. You know, you're pretty good looking. Can you do me a favor? Blow this live up by liking and sharing.
Yaz Tartist says, I think this version and the first electronic one are my two favorite.
Nice. All right. I'm digging these too.
There's a door behind the daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from and in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find this door. It always meant to find me. The possibility, the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment, it's tangible here. Here we go. Into the story. The breath around. I'm finally here. Part of something bigger. I'm alive in ways I wasn't before. I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return. More than a part, the story needs me, and I need the story to be woven free. There's nothing to return.
Yaz Tartist says, I'm curious how this song would sound old-timey like a Sam Cookie version lol.
Okay.
Yaz Tartist says, Cook.
I like that idea. What are you thinking? Bluesy? I'm going to use my new version. I'm updating the lyrics as we're like going through this. I'm really liking the nothing to return hook. I think that's kind of going to be our catch, kind of our point of our song. Paste. What the hell? What would Sam Cooke be? Bluesy? I'm kind of leaning like bluesy. You know, we can always ask the internet. And this is one of the things that's so fun about doing this is, any genre. And if you write a good song, it'll transpose. I don't know. It'll go across genres. Oh, gospel, rhythm and blues. All right, let's do gospel. And what else we got? Rhythm and blues, pop. All right, let's go gospel and rhythm and blues.
Yazd Artist says, it's really cool getting to actually hear these lyrics turned into music.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's amazing. As just somebody who's not a musician, but a songwriter who loves music, it's so much fun. All right, so we got Sam Cooke. So we got gospel and rhythm and blues. Let's make sure it's a male singer. Weirdness, style influence. Let's up the style influence here. And let me go ahead and I'm gonna. Okay, good. We weren't doing a cover, so this should create something brand spanking new, not covering any of the songs we've done so far. Let me hit the button here. That was even the heavy metal stuff was pretty cool. There's some stuff that's still clunky. I gotta rework the lyrics and things, but and the way the singer will kind of go on different inflections on different spots, and sometimes it doesn't work that well, but it's cool. It's fun. Wait, what was this one? We haven't listened to this one. Oh, more like chill atmospheric rock, a little bit of country. I'll play this for a minute while the other ones are loading. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Okay, here we go. We've got the first ones ready. This one's for you. Ooh, I like the way it's starting.
Oh, I know. Yeah. The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find that door, and it always meant to find me.
Oh, the possibility, the other side, breaking through
the ordinary.
This is the moment,
Moment
with nothing to return.
Oh, nothing to return.
Nothing to return.
Nothing to return.
Nothing to return. Nothing to
return.
return.
Oh, return.
Return.
Here we go. Into the story. Oh, the breath around. And I'm finally here. We're part of something bigger. Alive in ways I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Nothing to return. Nothing to return. Yes. More than a part. The story needs me. And I need the story to be woven free. Lord, there's nothing to return. Nothing to return. Nothing to return. Oh, nothing to return. Nothing to return. Nothing to return. Nothing to return. Return.
All right, that one's not bad. I think I gotta. It's gonna work better. Nothing to return to. It sounds a little weird just ending on return. Nothing to return to. Let's try adding that. I think it depends on how you're kind of saying it, which way works better, but I think we might be better off going with return to. So let me update my lyrics. Return to. I think we're going to get rid of that. There we go. Let's try. We'll create two new ones, and I'll play the other one that we didn't listen to yet.
Yaz Tartist says, that was relaxing, but I think the first one, electronic one, is definitely still the best one.
I agree.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find that door, and it always meant to find me.
Yeah, that's not what it is.
It's a bit the icing of the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment with nothing to return. Yeah, nothing to return.
All right, I'm just going to pause it because I think for this kind of version, we need the, for our hook, nothing to return doesn't work. It's got to be nothing to return to. So let's see. I did add that, and let's see what we get.
Yaz Tartist says, this guy can sing, this sounds really nice too.
Yeah, I agree.
Behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
Holy crap, this thing is still going.
This feels like
Let's see.
something I
Are you team hot
remember.
dogs or corn dogs?
Way too many
Like
words.
I've been waiting without me chance. I always meant to find that door, and it always meant to find me. Oh, the possibility of the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment, with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Yes, feel nothing to return to. Oh, yeah, return. Here we go into the story, into return. The breath around, and I'm finally here, part of something bigger, alive in ways I wasn't before. Nothing to return. Return to.
Yaz Tartist says, Team Bagel Dog Lol.
Nothing to return.
You're having bagel dogs? I want bagel dogs. I'm hungry. I'm ready for food.
Return to. More than a part. The story needs me now. I need the story to be woven free. Yeah. There's nothing to return, nothing to return to. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return.
All right, not bad. I think for this kind of version to work, I really need to fix and do some work on my lyrics because they are just not tight. And especially with like blues and jazz and things like that, every note's got to count. And right now it's just bloated and not working.
Yaz Tartist says, I'm making Texas cowboy stew right now.
Oh, come on. You're killing me. All right, stream's over. I got to go make food. But seriously, though, I think I am going to cut it off here. I'm getting a little loopy. Like I get to a point where I'm refining and then I'm like just going off on tangents and I'm starting to do that. And that's always a good place to stop because I'll go too far. And I'm not really hearing, like, I'm not seeing the trees for the forest kind of thing. So I think I'm going to take a break here. So we've been going for 2.5, which is pretty good for me. I know you do the monster streams, but I think I'm going to cut it off here. And we got a really good start. We got the basis of a song. I think we got a good hook with Nothing to Return to. I'm going to play with the story a little bit, and I'm going to do this exclusively on the stream. So that's my plan for next few streams is just to do the making the song and using the AI tools and stuff, and we'll keep refining. I like you and I both think that first one, the EDM one, was the best out of the bunch. We'll see what happens to it as we go along, especially once I refine and tighten.
Yaz Tartist says, I totally get that.
Yeah. I really like this gospel, country rhythm and blues kind of stuff. I love listening to that. So if I can get the lyrics tight, it could work for that too. This could be really fun. So anyway, I am going to get off of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, as always, you are amazing. You made me very hungry. And,
Yaz Tartist says, had a fun time hanging out. Are you going to post these songs on your channel?
Yes, absolutely. So I've got one coming out tomorrow. You know what? I'll give you a sneak peek right now if you want. Where did it go? Bear with me one sec here. Um, this is a brand new one. This is coming out tomorrow. And yes, for long story short, I will post these two. Bello and Bubba. So this song is coming out tomorrow. Let me know what you think. It's called We in Deep.
Across the room, you are my question.
Yaz Tartist says, thank you for the stream.
You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
You pulled me in without permission, and I got lost in your intention. Had me take a breath, what just happened?
Yaz Tartist says, awesome.
Thank you.
Coded every word with meanings I don't. Playing games with the rules I won't. Playing me closer, pull me closer away. Are we still playing? You and me, we in deep. We in too deep, in too deep.
Yaz Tartist says, I like the feel of this song. So good, friend.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is a very just good, like driving song. Very, happy, good energy. I'm glad you like it. Well, it's gonna be out tomorrow. So Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everywhere. So if you like it, put it on your playlist. And on that note, I am going to get out of here because you made me hungry. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my stuff. I am going to continue the music making fun on Saturday. I'm going to do this for a few streams at least till we get this song 100% done. We'll see how it goes. Can't be worse than my other streams, as far as engagement. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes, some days we get a few people, other days it's like nothing. And, I figured if I'm going to be hanging out, and at least I get to hang out with you, and I'm working on stuff, that's really what I want to do the most. So, all right, I'm going to quit rambling. Love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Enjoy your dinner. I am going to go have some tacos today because I am starving. I'm going to go see if Jen's done working too. And I know the dog's always ready to eat. So, all right, I'll see you later. Bye.